Hello, welcome. It's always a pleasure to be here with you, learning and sharing together. This particular video is really made for men. Of course, women, you will understand where I'm coming from when I say this. One of the things that we are not looking at as men, we say we don't want to get married, we want to be independent, we want to do our own thing. It sounds great to the man who has no wisdom. It sounds awesome to the man who has no knowledge. And it sounds even perfect to the fool, the man I'm referring to. What am I saying? Well, God created the woman for a reason. If you're going against her, you're going against God, and obviously you know more than God. So what does that make you as a man? Even King Solomon understood that. How important is a woman? Because he listened to his mother. Okay? King Solomon, the king of the world, stopped and listened to his mother advice because he understood the importance of his mother's advice. Okay? A woman advice. Now, one of the things let's look at, how many men do you know? Well, let's just start with the woman. A woman will drop everything to go take care of a brother who's sick. Will drop everything to go take care of a mother or a father or bring them into the home. Drop everything, go take care of a son or a daughter or cousin, even a friend. A woman will do that. And it doesn't matter what age she's pretty much at, she will do that. Naturally, she does it. Now, how many men do you know that have dropped everything they're doing to go take care of a father, a mother, a brother, a daughter, or son, a cousin, or a best friend? Simply just drop their life. How many men you know have done that or will do that? I don't know any. But I'm going to tell you this much. A woman has no problem doing that. Now you're saying, where am I going with this? What we fail to understand as men, we're going to get old. And I noticed this, and this came to my attention while I'm making this video, because there was almost a point where I was kind of jealous when I saw this. I was in the mall sitting, it was an outdoor mall, and there was this woman, she must have been at least 80 something years old, okay? And her husband could not move. He had Alzheimer's to some degree, and she had asked him to sit somewhere, so she went to go shopping. Of course, he went off, walked off, and she couldn't find him. Then she came up to me and asked me, "Sir, have you seen this man, this and this?" I said, "Yeah, I did see him, but he left." For 30 to 40 minutes, I would say 40 minutes or more, this woman looked like she was about to cry. "Oh, I should have left him alone. How could I have done that?" I mean, she was so concerned about his well-being. It was unbelievable. I mean, to the point where you would have thought it was a 3-year-old that walked off. That's how much concern. Or a 3-year-old that was kidnapped because she could not find her husband. What I'm saying, look how beautiful that is. The woman is in her late 80s and so worried about her husband. So the question is this: when you decide to grow old and you're thinking you're okay, you're not going to have any issues, no medical problem. Now, I'm not telling you to go get married to use a woman to take care of you. That's not what the point I'm making here. I'm showing you how important she is, how beautiful and perfect she is. Because look at this example I just gave you. Can you imagine having a wife like that? You losing your mind, you don't hardly know who you are, but she's by your side all the way. Your kids not even around. Your kids even threw you out the window because they don't want nothing to do with you. Not that they hate you, but they're living their own life. But who's going to be there for you at the end to care for you like that? Only a wife. And that came to me. I'm like, wow, that was the most impressive thing I've ever seen a woman done in my entire life. And I realized this is when you're going to need her the most. And I realized Women have tremendous amount of strength even as they age. And I want you men to pay attention to this. When you go out and look around, when you see a husband and wife that's older, look who's leading. Look who's driving the car. Look who's doing the cooking, the cleaning in the house. Look who's still doing the same thing. They have the energy and the strength to continue this. Where do they get it from? That's the gift of being a woman. They are unique, they are special, and they are here to help us men, because you're gonna get to an age, man, and you better pray you have no medical issue. Because if you're thinking that you don't need a woman, guess what? You better pray your children are going to be there for you. Because you know what? If you don't have that and you by yourself and you fall into Alzheimer's, or you can't walk, you can't do much for yourself, you can't even clean yourself in the bathroom, you're going to be in a whole lot of trouble. And you're going to realize how stupid you really are. Because you don't want to wait until you're too old, a woman doesn't want to marry you. You don't want to do that. You two ladies, you don't want to wait till you're too old, a man doesn't want to marry you, because they don't see the beauty. The whole point of getting married early, young, for you to age together. And the beauty will remain as you age. Now, this is only applying to righteous man or righteous woman. Not a man that's in it for themselves, or a woman that's in it for himself, as far as what are you going to do for me? What am I going to get out of this relationship? I'm in this relationship to take, not to give. That's why it doesn't work. Because each party wants to take. What do you have to offer me? And the moment you don't have that thing that you were offering me when I came into it, the relationship is over. But, men, ladies, I want to compliment you. I want to say thank you. I love you. When I saw this woman, how much she loved her husband and cared for him, and she could barely do much for her own self, but she was so worried about him, that actually touched me in a way I've never thought was, and that's why I'm doing this video, to help you men understand. This is something I want. What I saw, I want that. I want a wife to love me like that, to care for me like that when I get to that age. I want that. Someone that truly, sincerely care about my well-being, looking out for me. Not a slave. No, I'm saying real love, genuine, the same way I will love and care for her, is that she's reciprocating exactly that. I'm there to give her and she gives me. Not that I'm looking to, but she wants to because she loves me. And I want to give because I love her. Gentlemen, you're heading into the storm. You heading into a tidal wave. You're heading off the cliff. You wait till late, and the woman doesn't want you. You have to ask yourself, do you have a daughter? Do you have a son who's going to look out for daddy? Because daddy is going to be in a whole lot of trouble when daddy hit that age and he needs medical. And I know people today, men today, even their own children don't want to help them. Their own children do not want to help these men. Where they're stuck, you're going to a group home. You're going to a nursing home. That's where you're going. Why? Because you thought you could outsmart God's plan for your life by remaining single. The group home, the nursing home, is where you're destined. That's your plan. And no one's going to care about you. And you'll be lucky if you get a phone call once a year from your children when you end up in that group home. I'm not saying this for you to take advantage of anyone. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying how perfect the plan God has put in place for us to be married, to be happy, and to have a beautiful, wonderful, awesome woman that cares for you, and to the last moment of your breath, that will be there for you, that will moan and cry until when you leave this world, and have the strength and the energy to continue to care for you with all of her heart. This is what you're going to wish you had when that time comes, when that illness comes, because no one's going to be there for you more than a good woman, than a good wife, than a holy woman. This is what you want. This is what I want. And I thank you for sharing, learning, and remember, the whole purpose of this teaching is to show you how priceless, how perfect, how beautiful a woman is if we know what to do when we have them. God bless.